Hello, everyone. A very good day to each one, and welcome to today's Powerboost. And we're going to take a look at our own dignity, honoring that, and upholding the dignity of others. And what does all of this mean? And we're going to go into some experimentation, exploration, and experience. You know, when we think of our dignity, what is it that comes to your mind? And when is it that you feel you know that your dignity is being challenged, or you struggle to hold yourself in your dignity because sometimes the situation is pushing us to maybe do things or demanding us to do things that deep down in our hearts we're not feeling that this is something we want to do, and we don't know how to address it, and we tend to then please others or do things just to keep the peace in the relationship, or we do things just so that there is everybody's happy. So, and at the same time, it's at the expense of our own dignity. What are we doing to ourselves? And it's almost as if we are stripping our own dignity away. And that's quite painful and very harsh and very sad. And the other thing is that when these things happen, now I'm being very general here, I'm not saying you particularly, but in general, this happens to people, this happens to us. To some of us on a bigger scale, for some of us a little less. But when these things happen, it is said that we can only give what is in our cup. So if I have pain in my cup, that's what I'm going to give. If I challenge my own dignity, I will create situations in which others' dignity is going to be challenged. If I have sorrow in my cup, that's what I'm going to give. Because I can't give, right, what I don't have. And so if I've learned how to hold my dignity, how to hold myself in that inner strength and self-respect, would definitely be challenging, especially if others are accustomed to me just being, oh, they're going to do it, or they're all right. But we're the ones that always pleasing others. Then when we are stretched beyond capacity, because we've just been giving and giving, then I'm now filling into my cup sorrow, pain, anxiety, anger maybe, resentment maybe, fear, silence, submissive silence. So then what will I give to others? Same, right? So what we want to experiment with in today's meditation is, what is that dignity, my own dignity? And can I tap into that every so often and listen to the voice of my dignity, reminding me of my own self? and the purpose of my own dignity so that I can fill my cup with that. And of course, what I have is what I will give. So when others are in challenging situations, we will be able to share with them what we have in our cup. And other than that, in regular situations, I will not create a situation where someone's dignity will be challenged. Possible? Anything is possible when we stay in connection with our dignity, our inner self. Our dignity is our inner self. All right? So let's experiment. Let's see how this goes. And I wish you all the best. So let us keep our hearts open, keep our minds open, so that we can tap into our own inner self and feel that dignity of who we are. So let us take a couple of deep breaths to bring our thoughts back here into this room, into the room of my mind. So take a deep breath in and release. Take another deep breath in. And as you let go, let all the tension, the muscles melt away. Let your breathing be deep and regular. Slow, constant breath. And as I watch my breath in and out, I allow all thoughts of the world to fade into the distance, all sounds. And I bring my mind to this present moment. Sitting here in this chair. I allow my mind to become very calm, peaceful. And now I gently turn inward and connect with that beautiful light in the center of the forehead. I, the soul, I, consciousness, the light. When I connect with this inner light, the mind becomes like a child and listens to me. And now sitting in this awareness of myself as living consciousness, I realize that in this awareness, there is inner power, stability. And actually, I'm in control. In this state of awareness of myself as inner light, as inner dignity, consciousness, this inner stability is my strength, is who I am, is my dignity. When I am in this awareness of myself as consciousness, I am reminded of my inner principles, my core principles of truth, integrity, inclusion, justice, and dignity. Inclusion, justice, integrity, dignity. When I hold myself in this awareness, I feel grounded, calm, with an inner strength that can accomplish anything. It is when I shift from this awareness that situations then demand me sometimes. In such a way that I find it difficult to stay true to my own core principles. And as such, I let go of the truth of who I am and what I feel and believe. I don't trust my intuition anymore. And I then just perform. That action. Today, I'm reminding myself that if I need to do something and I've decided I'm going to do it, let me make sure that I am not compromising my dignity, my integrity, my truth. Because when these are compromised, it's not very easy to reclaim my inner power. And even to hold myself true to my own truth is sometimes not easy. For many times we're not accustomed to doing this. But I remind myself it's okay to take a few minutes to check with my inner self, to check with my intuition. What is it telling me? For our conscience will never guide us wrong. The ego may, but my conscience won't. My conscience will always uphold my dignity. And it is up to me to listen to it. And it is when I'm able to hold myself in my own dignity, will I be able to help others to hold themselves in their dignity. I can inspire them. For my dignity is your dignity. When the dignity of the world goes down, my dignity goes down too. We're all interconnected. So when I uphold my dignity in this sweet and loving way, I can inspire others to do the same. I am consciousness. You are consciousness. Truth, integrity, justice, inclusivity, compassion are our core principles. And the more we recognize this, the more we'll be able to follow that path. The divine source is the most stable in dignity. And so whenever any situation feels more powerful than yourself, always reach out and connect to that source, the most stable in dignity. It gives strength and reminds us of who we are. So take a deep breath in and release. And I wish you all the best to never compromise your dignity, no matter what. Thank you, and have a blessed day.